Hello, people. My name is Kristin Kaufman, and I'm now in the business of helping people just like you create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And today I wanted to be very vulnerable with you. I wanted to give you a little glimpse into kind of how I transitioned into the world that I've created for myself today, and to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then also to maybe give you a couple of suggestions on how you can jumpstart this next chapter in your life if you do indeed decide that you want to create that. So for those of y'all who do not know me or have not been following me, I'm what I call a recovering corporate executive. I was in corporate America for almost 30 years. And one day I woke up in the Sofitel Hotel in Minnetonka, and I had this epiphany that I was miserable. I just didn't want to do this anymore. I had been basically commuting for 7 years. I'd been in a hotel literally for 7 years, and huge job, big revenue check, big position. I didn't want to relocate, so I just put myself through that misery of commuting for 7 years. And I made the decision with a lot of ambiguity about what I was going to do next to leave corporate America. I did what my daddy always said never to do. You never leave a job unless you have another. But I had a peace that passed all understanding because I knew that I had lost the plot on corporate America. It was no longer fulfilling for me. And I needed to go and find out what was going to really ring my bell and to give me the joy and fulfillment and the spirit of contribution that I wanted to have in my life. And thus I did what I do for other people now. I hired a coach. We dug deep into what really made my heart sing. And then I went out on my own and I became a portfolio entrepreneur. And I have multiple businesses. So, and I have loved every minute of it. Have all of them been successful right off the bat? No, I have to work really hard, but it's a different kind of work because I'm working for myself. I have a lot of energy around helping other people, and that is absolutely the fuel that keeps me going. So I wanted to just give you all a couple of questions to ask yourself, and then also a couple of points that might help direct you in the right way. So the first question is, what would your dream life look like? If you could have any life that you wanted, what would it look like? And it may indeed be the current role that you're in, but you might want to be making more money. Or it might be that you're truly burned out on the role that you have and you want to completely change. But the only person that can answer that is you. So ask yourself, what would my dream life look like? And what is basically missing in my current role, my current life? The second question is, what is holding you back from getting there? Is it fear? Is it not knowing what you ultimately want to do, and therefore you're just going to stay where you are? Is it that you know what you want to do, but you're afraid of failing, or you're afraid that what people will say, they're going to laugh at me, they're going to think I've lost my mind? Believe me, I had all of that. I had many of my corporate people think that I had lost my ever-loving mind when I decided to jump off at the prime of my career, at the height of where I was heading in my corporate journey, and I just decided I wanted out. I think a lot of people thought I'd lost my mind. And now, of course, fast forward 15 years later, and I've built this life that I love, a portfolio entrepreneur life, where I have multiple streams of revenue, multiple ways to contribute. All of them have a common denominator, and that is to help people reach their potential, however they define it. But regardless, it makes my heart sing. And I want that only for everyone else. So the first question is, what would your dream life look like? What is holding you back from getting there? What is your limiting belief perhaps, or a roadblock that you have? And then the last question is, what would be the worst thing that could happen if you did indeed decide to take the plunge? The worst thing. The worst thing is that maybe you continue to work a parallel path with your current corporate job, and you're building out something else so that at some point you can jump all the way out. The worst thing that could happen is whatever you decide to join, you don't really like it, and you still have another job. You have a safety net. The worst thing that could happen is you take the big plunge like I did. I completely did a Control-Alt-Delete, left my corporate career, and I needed to figure it out, and I needed to figure it out pretty fast. And then ultimately, it was a catalyst for me. So I think fear can either be a paralyzer or a catalyst, and I choose catalyst. So with that, I want only the best for you, however you define it. But as a leadership coach, as a portfolio entrepreneur, my calling is to help other people create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And yes, it is possible. So if this video has resonated with you at all, and I could be of service to you, whether it be a brainstorming session, a thought partner, an actual leadership coach, maybe we brainstorm ideas of businesses that I'm currently in that might be a good fit for you. please just go down to the links below, click on any of them. You can follow me, you can reach out to me, you can get on my calendar, and we can have a quick conversation. Maybe I could help you kind of clear out the cobwebs to figure out how you want to ultimately contribute in this life. So with that, again, my name is Kristin Kaufman. I will look forward to hopefully seeing you on the other side. Make it a great day and know that you own your life. Take the reins and create the life that you want.